What's going on, guys, and welcome to Baggers and BS. Yep, Baggers and BS, aka bullshit, where we're going to be discussing everything pertaining to baggers, whether it's a Challenger, an Indian, or whatever you have, or whatever we come across on our daily road trips or on our weekly road trips. We're going to be discussing that. This week we got a pretty exciting week. We're going to be going down to Grimm's Garage for a little bit of a performance upgrade on my 2021 CVO, and we're also going to be taking a trip out to Get Lowered Cycles in Pennsylvania to see Mike, who has done me an unbelievable favor, which I'm going to show you guys. It's for my 2023 Challenger. Again, another bagger. It has awesome upgrades. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get on that thing. And I'm telling you right now, it's probably like nothing anybody has around here. And we'll go over each of those upgrades as we go, as well as with the CVO. Some of the other guys that I ride with will be checking out their upgrades and mods, and just covering different things on day-to-day road trips and week-to-week road trips that we've been doing and we will continue to do. And that's what Baggers and BS is going to be all about. Hope you guys enjoy the content, and we'll see you later this week. Good morning. Got an exciting day today, heading over to Grimm's Garage in Salem, New Jersey. It's about a 2.5-hour ride. Gonna get a chassis alignment on this. Looking forward to it. Pretty excited about it. Supposed to make the bike handle on rails. We'll get more into it a little bit later so that we can explain exactly what a chassis alignment is and what it does. So looking forward to it. Got a long ride. See you guys when we get there. All right, so we made it to Grimm's Garage in one piece. 2 hours down South Jersey. Grimm's Garage, pretty sick place. All right, so here's the owner, Josh. Josh, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Rich, nice to meet you. So tell us exactly what this alignment that's for the bikes. I mean, I hear it's night and day difference compared to, how they come from the factory. It's probably the biggest upgrade you can make, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. Handling wise, yeah. It will definitely greatly improve your ride.
Yeah.
Take all that little shimmy and everything out of the head, steering head.
Yeah, so that's why I'm here, because at like anything over 100, I'll be in some type of a sweeper. I'll get kind of like that wobble in the middle of the bike, and I'm like, it's uneasy. I've learned how to deal with it, but listen, you pay that much for a bike, and you kind of want to.
Surprised how many people just deal with it.
Really?
When you don't have to.
Really?
They don't even realize it's an issue. They just think that's how it is, and it can be easily fixed.
All right, awesome. You want to take us inside and show us around a little bit? See what
Sure.
kind of show us and explain what it is that you do.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks. Listen to that exhaust. What do you think about that, John? Nice shot, man. Big dog? Is that a big dog or no?
No, that's I had Big Bear, I think.
Big Bear. I had a big dog years ago.
That's a good corner bike there. It's more performance.
Listen, this thing was great for what I had at the time, but fast, but I'd never get one again.
Yeah.
No good.
He brought it to me. I didn't really want to work.
Listen, it is what it is. Some of them are difficult to work on, and like, dude, 9 feet long. Like,
Getting parts for it's like.
I'm sure it's probably a nightmare. They were hard getting for my big dog at the time when they were still in business.
So this is the equipment that we're going to use on your bike. So this is the straight shooter. It's mostly for finding defects and bends in the frame after they've been crashed and stuff like that. We probably won't even need that on yours, but
Okay.
The equalizer is what's going to probably do most of the work on your bike. That's just going to measure your shocks on the other side, check for a difference there.
Right.
I'm going to inspect your obviously steering head bearing adjustment, swing arm bearings, and all that stuff. I mean, I know it's a new bike, but it's still things that need to be checked.
Sure.
Fork tube protrusion, since somebody's been in there and worked on it, make sure it was set back correctly.
Okay.
And all that stuff, and then we'll put the link on and make any adjustments that need to be made. Straighten that thing up. I'm pretty
psyched, man, because like I said, you spend all that money and Olin suspension, GP suspension cartridges, and then you're like, and like I said, listen, the bike performs great. Don't get me wrong. I ride hard because I came from sport bikes, but at the end of the day, you know, nobody wants to be doing 100 plus through a sweeper and get that little shake at any time. So that's really it, huh?
For the most part, yeah. So
pretty simple. I'm pretty excited, man. I'm actually pumped to. Like I said, I have a few guys that definitely are going to be coming down to check this place out and get some. Oh, that's the link. There it is.
All the money you got in suspension, this $90 part right here is
Forget about Olin's.
Make it all perform the way it should.
Until you get this, don't do the other upgrades. Without this, those pretty much those upgrades are kind of not useless, but they're definitely. This is the first thing you should do.
Yeah, you're not getting the potential.
That's awesome.
And just on a safety standpoint, this should be installed on them if there's any misalignment.
Night and day. This is a $90 part from Rack and Pull Industries out in California. Awesome.
But you can't really put it on without the equipment to adjust it properly. So
right, which is the equalizer and the whole kit, which Al says he's been selling all over the country and even all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's been selling a bunch of them. So, I mean, listen, there's a reason why, right?
Yeah. And at some point, I want to get the next, the pulling machine, the rack.
Yeah.
So I can actually fix wrecks. But
awesome.
That's big money there.
So you do all custom work, obviously, I'm assuming?
A little bit of everything.
Muscle cars.
Services.
I saw some cars in there.
I've got 2 full-time auto mechanics.
Oh, really?
That do all that out there.
Wow.
I got to help them occasionally, but this is where I would spend most of my day if I'm not in the office answering phones and writing estimates and such.
Yeah, no, I get it. I see that. That's pretty, Road King? Street Glide. Oh, okay. Awesome. 21-inch front wheel. 23? Yeah, you're right. Actually, it looks small. Now that I'm looking at it compared to mine looks small compared to this. Awesome. Shop spotless, man.
Yeah, I would try.
I think, listen, to me, that's important, man. Like, when you look at a shop that's well kept, I feel like that's indicative of what, the work being done and the guys working there and, how everything's made and how the work is, basically done. All right, awesome, man.
Let me just make sure I got all your info before you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, so Grimm's Garage down in Salem County, New Jersey. It's like 90 degrees today. It's ridiculously hot, and this is the place to come. Forget about Olin suspension, forget about GP cartridges, forget about all that stuff until you do the link from Rack and Pull. Make sure the bike is, make sure it's aligned, make sure it's straight. Al says that 90% of them, 95% of these bikes come from the dealerships and from manufacturing out of alignment. So that tells you something. Again, biggest upgrade you could do, get that link, come down and see Josh at Grimm's Garage, make an appointment. He just has a fresh order of a fresh batch of links coming in from California, from Al over at Rack and Pull Industries. Links for Grimm's Garage and Rack and Pull Industries will be down in the description. Thanks, guys. Yo, what's going on, Mike? Pretty psyched to see the bike.
Pickup, huh? Must be excited.
Very excited. Very, very excited.
It's on the other side, though. You know?
No, that's fine. It's fine. Pictures came out good. What do you got up on that dyno?
131.
Oof.
We changed the cam in it. We got TTS 250 cam in it. We're just tuning it.
TTS 250. What are you looking to make with that thing?
It should be like 145, 145, or close to 150s, 150. Wow.
Sick. Oh. Just came from Grimm's Garage, man. Place is pretty clean, pretty squared away.
Is that the frame straight?
Yeah. Pretty interesting. He was talking about, he's basically talking about what a difference it makes, and I was like, people need to do this, and it'll complement all the Olins, the GP suspension, all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, he was like, super cool dude. He's the only guy in the area that has it. He showed me some of the tools, and it's pretty interesting stuff. I was like, I can't believe something so simple can make a huge difference. He was actually talking about how they used to have adjustable links in a lot of the older Harleys.
Right.
And for whatever reason, they moved away from it. Like, he's like, when I was going to school for this stuff, he's like, we always had, adjustments, and he's like, they've gone away from it, and it's, clearly it's, I'm just sorry, I just got to look at the bikes, because you know what, you always got awesome stuff here, and it's like, this is the Diablo, right?
Yeah, that's top bike.
Dude, that thing's an animal, right? 160 horse?
It's like 150, 150, yeah.
And then the one that sent me reeling, right?
For the wheels? Oh, yeah.
Just in general, this is what got me all jazzed up, doing all sorts of craziness to my bike. Oh, that's the seat we were talking about.
Yeah, it's the orange step-up.
Yeah, oh, I like that. It looks a lot more comfortable. That'll be perfect for you. Look how wide the back is. It's a little bit wider. I love this bike. All right, let's get to the project, the favor. That's what I call it, the favor, because that's what you said on when John was here from Cycle Fanatics. You were like, oh no, that's a favor, so no more favors. Favors are curious to see. So I'm pretty sure there's not going to be too much anybody who has anything like this around the area. There's a few people out West Coast. Oh.
No, you'll be the only one around here.
I mean, honestly, I don't even know. The pictures really don't do it justice. I mean, the pictures don't do it any justice. Like, this setup is crazy. Wow.
No, it's comfortable. It's going to be just right for you.
Listen, you've never failed me yet. I mean, like, this is, like I said at Grimm's Garage, I was telling them about your shop, and I was like, listen, it's the only place I'll let touch anything that I have. Just because the way you guys treated me and the quality of work that you guys have done. So the carbon fiber fender, we did the back lights, right? Eliminated the factory tail light.
Right.
The dash kit, the +2 suspension, which is, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, so we got, was it Forever Red? Makes a lot of the parts. And then the rear, that was bare knuckle ball. Right.
Yep. And the dash kit is from Barnstormers. So a few people that I'll link in the description. Behringer hand controls, Arlen Ness mirrors. I mean,
the Behringer hand controls are so nice. I love them.
This is my first set, so you know what?
You're gonna love them.
They told me they were awesome, and I was like, you know what? May as well spend a couple extra bucks.
Just feel the brake lever on it. All you need is one finger to actually stop. Yeah.
Bro, they're almost like.
All it takes is a tiny bit.
It's like
Tiny little feel with your finger and everything.
Wow. I cannot believe. Oh, dude, they're awesome. Can I put these on the Harley? On the CVO?
Yeah, you do the same exact one.
Holy cow. The feeling is fantastic. Honestly, Mike, I'm like shocked. Galfer rotors, DTF front carbon fiber fender, Baja headlight. I mean, bro, there's not a whole lot to do. Footboards eventually and all that stuff, but very pleased with the way it came out. So I think in Jersey, I'm going to be the only one, or one of the only ones who has anything that's quite like this. That's what I'm excited about. Just have something different. You know what I mean? Everybody knocks these, but Steve Chamberlain and like Kyle Birch over at Forever Rad, like they got me all jazzed up about it. And
That's
like
a good run of bike. Like it corners, it performs. It's a nice bike.
yeah, I'm actually. When you said I could get used to this, I was like, all right. I'm like, that's a good. Listen, I trust your opinion. Like I said, you've come through every time, so I'm like super excited about it. How was it working on it compared to? I mean, I know it's totally different than the
Just new.
Harleys.
Yeah, just different. That's all. Just a lot of clips and fasteners, and just take our time with it.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people complain about like, oh, some of the controls are plasticky, but I feel like the Behringer hand controls have like eliminated that. You know what I mean? I know the housing switches are still factory, but overall, the way they feel, it feels totally different. Like that, they feel so good. I want to put them on the CVO. I'm excited to see like what the comparison. Like I just rode the other one 2.5 hours, and now I'm gonna ride this an hour and a half home. So I'm like pretty excited. 2-1 from Suzuki Speed. I got
Can they get into computers yet to tune these?
That's the only thing they haven't gotten in it. So like Lloyd's designed that pipe. Lloyd's designed that pipe specifically for the bike, but they haven't gotten into the 2023 computers yet.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. It's got a card tune with that intake. It's like a card that they put it in and download it or whatever.
Right.
So it'll run according to how it's supposed to, I guess, with that pipe. But Lloyd's has a specific tune for that pipe that, once they get into the ECU, the 22s are good to go, but 23 is
A little different.
yeah, and supposedly
Harley's doing the same thing. Every year changes a little bit. You got to figure it out.
well, I mean, dude, it's been like 6 months, I think.
Right.
And I'm like, but listen, I want to get a feel for the bike anyway, so like I'm not gonna be beating on it too much. I hope. Overall, how did you like riding it?
The brakes are awesome. Suspension's awesome. Quartering, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Really no complaints about it. Just a little bit on like when you're downshifting. I
Mhm.
think that's all just in the computer. They're probably going to get that worked out.
With the tuning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like rev matching on your downshifting.
Yep.
Kind of feels a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
I think that's just in the computer and the tune though.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like that's the one thing that I felt like when I was downshifting, I was like almost like there was a slow head, like you downshift or you try and rev match, and it's not as responsive as like the Harley would be.
There.
So I was a little bit taken back by that, but I was like, whatever, it's different.
No, I think that they'll figure out that that's in the tune.
Yeah.
But overall the bike's great though.
I think we're gonna have to get rid of that antenna, dude.
Yeah. It's kind of you can fold it down if you feel.
What?
I'm not sure.
That's awesome. All right, so coming from two Harley guys, he likes it. Mike likes it. You'll get my opinion when we get home, and I'll give you a review of what it was like riding home, and I'll be linking Get Lowered in the description. They have anything and everything you want. You guys will be able to see it on my CVO, all the work he's done. I haven't gotten quite around to doing too much with the CVO, but that's coming soon. All right, so pretty good ride, nothing crazy. I'll give my little bit of a review when I'm doing the editing, let you know what I thought, let you know what my comparisons or how I feel about it compared to my CVO. There's definitely a lot of awesome things. I love this bike. I'm not going to say I don't like it, or that there are a couple things I'm not crazy about, but I definitely love the bike overall. Like there's nothing really bad about it. I can't say. Again, tuning. Once I get the Lloyd's tune for this pipe that's specific for it, I'm sure it's going to make a huge difference. But the thing is just an awesome bike. It's badass, it's mean, it's fast, it's got so much power. I don't know. Chris says that it kind of kept up with his Lowrider ST. I had it in standard mode, and we nailed it together at the same time in second gear, and I kind of kept up, I think. I don't know. I was kind of short shifting. He says he was running it all the way through. I don't know if the power difference is that great compared to the CVO, but I know that on my CVO it seems like he smokes me on a roll-off when we do a roll-on, excuse me. So I don't know, we'll see. Plan on doing this with a couple of guys with their road glides, and maybe even have somebody ride the CVO and test it with this in standard mode and then sport mode to see what it really, what this thing really has. Is it comparable to a bike with a cam, to a Milwaukee 8 with a cam making 123 horsepower and 138 torque? That's what my CVO makes. This has a tune for the pipe. This definitely has a tune. Somebody's going fast. This has a tune for the pipe. It has the card, the basic standard tune with the K&N air filter, and the intake, as you can see right there. But nothing major. No crazy upgrades. Nothing fancy. They haven't gotten into the ECUs yet, so I don't know. I'm just getting used to the bike. It's definitely different. It's definitely awesome, and I just got to figure out what it is, what's so different. I got to figure it. I mean, stability is just amazing. The feel is just different. The way the throttle responds is a little bit different currently because it's not tuned. Like, I feel like it's almost a little laggy, but I don't know. Like I said, I'll figure it out. I got to think about the words. I just came home. It's hot as balls out here, so enough BSing for tonight, and I'll get back with you guys on the next video and let you know what the thoughts are. Hopefully by then I have the CVO back from the frame alignment over at Grimm's Garage to see how that affects the handling. Should be awesome, and I'll be updating you guys on all that stuff. So, all right, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys.